The spaces in which we live influence the way in which we live and how we feel as we go about our daily lives. If we want to live differently, changing our environment and the details of the spaces can play a major role in making the shift. Our homes are the spaces where memories are made, where there is love and laughter, where there are gatherings happening, the place that is inspiring to us, that is relaxing. But at the same time, it can keep us overwhelmed and can give us unconscious anxiety. Our homes have the potential to enhance and elevate our experiences on day-to-day basis. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Kasturi and this channel is about minimalism. Today I'm going to share a few tips with you guys on how to get started with your minimalism journey. I've been practicing minimalism for quite some time now, but it took me around 2 to 3 months to actually get started. All that while I was procrastinating how my life would be if I were a minimalist. But I'm glad that I did, and I hope this video motivates you in some way and gets you started today. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe if you haven't already. When I was starting my minimalism journey, I had a few questions. I was confused as to whatever I'm decluttering, where should I give it? Like, where do I donate it? Or how should I recycle it? Or where do I start? But I hope this video helps you answer all those questions and gives you a little push to start your minimalism journey. If you guys are interested in minimalism, comment below with a yes. And if not, comment below with a no. I would love to know what you guys think about it. Start somewhere. Start decluttering your surroundings and see how you feel about it. Declutter a section in your house that you see every day. It can be a bookshelf or a bedside drawer. I have a really small project for you. Empty a tabletop. It can be your TV cabinet. It can be your bedside drawer tabletop. It can be anything but a tabletop. Empty it, keep it like that for a week or so. The physical presence of that item may not affect you, but when we see a decluttered, a clean space, it gives us a sense of peace and calm. Get inspired. Whenever we are starting something new, all we need is a little inspiration and some motivation. Make a Pinterest board based on your imagination on how your life would be if you were a minimalist. Imagine the positive impacts that it would bring to your life. Follow bloggers who write on minimalism. Read about minimalism, research about it. See if it is the right fit for you. Focus on yourself. In a lot of blogs I've read this that people get demotivated for starting their minimalism journey because their family or their kids or their partner is not interested. Demonstrate the benefit of minimalism to them. If they are interested, that's great, but if they are not, let them be. Forcing something on somebody who is not ready for it yet can create a lot of chaos in a relationship, which is quite opposite of minimalism. What's your trigger? What gets you to spend money and go shopping? Are these the picture perfect Instagram models, or the fashion and lifestyle bloggers, or these fashion magazines? I used to plan my days around flea markets and exhibitions. Now I've replaced that with decluttering and organizing the stuff around me, and I get the same thrill with that. Whenever I get that anxiety or whenever I feel like going out shopping and doing that retail therapy, I take a step back and realize what will happen. I'll go out, I'll shop, I'll spend my money, I'll come back and I'll realize that I'm feeling the same way. So what I have replaced it with is I have started painting. I started reading books. That gives me a sense of calm and I'm making memories. It's time to get serious. Just talking about minimalism and thinking about it is not gonna help us. We have to get serious about it and think about our actions and make our decisions consciously. Harmful effects of plastic, increasing air pollution, wasting water, we are all aware about it. It's high time that we take action on it. The change can only occur if we all make an effort and take one step at a time, but we do it seriously and consciously. Get ready to be uncomfortable. Whenever we are starting something new, it gives us anxiety. Be it a new job or a new relationship or a change of place. So don't worry about it. It's human nature and you will eventually get used to it. There will be a lot of things that you'll have to let go. Those can be the items that no longer serve your purpose, or simply some items that don't bring you joy anymore. Letting them go can be a difficult task to do because we are not accustomed to let things go. Rather, we are accustomed to bring things in. There will be things that will keep coming in your house. And in no time, your personal space will be filled with stuff again if you don't declutter it regularly. Make it a habit. Make decluttering a habit. It's a process. It'll take time and these little habits become your lifestyle. Decluttering doesn't have to be a heavy or hectic task. It can be as small as decluttering an empty bottle from your washroom or a utensil that is not serving you the purpose anymore, or even a little keychain which is not bringing you joy anymore. I'm guilty of the fact that I have a lot of stuff still in my house that is ready to donate, but I have not donated it yet. When I did my first declutter session of my clothes, I had so many clothes to donate, but I didn't know where to donate them. I researched online, I even saw online sites where I can sell them, but I didn't get any response from those selling sites. I just knew one place where I can donate all my stuff, which is H&M. They have this brand H&M Conscious where they recycle all your stuff and make it into new clothes. For clothing, there are few places where you can also donate. First is H&M Conscious, of course. Then the second place is Reliance Smart. Whenever you go to Reliance Smart, there's this basket that they keep at the entrance where you can donate anything, be it food, clothes, utensils, jewelry, anything. They donate these items in orphanages, in old age homes, and if you request them, they can also give you the address of the places that they donated to and you can visit them, you can meet them personally. That's one feeling that is priceless. It gives you so much happiness and joy that the stuff, that the items that are in your house, so many items that are in your house you're not using, are actually getting used by somebody else. Somebody else is wearing it, somebody else is using those utensils, eating that food that you were not using at all. Also, there is one very cool concept that I came across. This is called Neki Ki Diwar. You can go there. There are small offices also, but you can go there and there is this hook kind of a thing. You can hook your clothing or you can place other items down there near the diwar, near the wall, and they'll take it all from there and they donate it to the orphanages and old age homes. Remember your purpose. People start this kind of lifestyle for different reasons. Some people want to declutter their homes because it is giving them stress. Some people are just looking for more time for themselves and for their families. Everybody has a different purpose to start minimalism. So remember your purpose and start slow. Don't rush into things. Rushing into things can also give you a lot of stress and then you'll blame it all on minimalism. As I mentioned in my earlier video, that minimalism has no rules. In fact, take whatever you feel is right and what you feel is valid from this video and forget about everything else. But don't forget to have fun in the process. And that's all for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you very, very soon. It's time.
Can makeup. Some oil.